Hey, this is Michael from Coin Collecting and Detecting. Going to be searching 2 cent coins today. Got a few bags of 2 cent coins. Going to be looking through, looking for all sorts of things. But mainly these things at the top here I've got in this sheet. So the 1966s with a missing SD, no SD on it. 67s, 68s, and also 81s. Oh, there it is there, 81s. And I also make up sets of coins in good condition. So I'm looking for these ones as well. So these are low mintage dates, 68s and 69s. But all of the 70s, I'm running a little bit lower on stock of all the 70s coins, so I'll probably hold on to all of those in good condition. And then 84s and 88s. So these are all 2 cent coins I'm looking for. So got my trusty toothpicks here, got to get one out so that I can point things out, try and find some of those missing SDs. And yeah, let's see how we go. So let's get a bag underway and start searching for 2 cent coins. Hope everyone's been having a great day. Put that there. Oh, geez, getting a bit organised. Should have probably got organised before I started the stream, but it's all good. We'll get there. We'll get into these coins. See if we can find some of the rare things. I actually sold a 1981 missing SD yesterday, $44. So, all right, 66. I'll zoom in a little bit more. Just concentrate on some of these dates. 81, 83, 1970. Okay, so I'm going to hold on to all the 70s coins. I'll probably end up with a fair pile there, but mainly look for coins in good condition. Okay, an 81 here, so I've got to check for that missing SD down here on the coin. So, hey, where's my little toothpick? I've got a little toothpick out. And, there it is. Here we go. So there's a little SD down here. Stands for Stuart Devlin. So sometimes that's missing on the 81. So like I said, I just sold one of these coins with that missing SD, no SD there, for $44. So just yesterday. Inspired me to get into my 2 cent coins. I've actually run out of other circulating coins, Australian circulating coins. I need to get back to the bank. And take some coins back and get some more coins out. Ooh, that's a bit yucky. 66. The first year that they produced these coins for circulation is 66. Hopefully everyone's been having a great day. Yeah, I appreciate the likes there. Thank you. And a few gifts. Thank you for that. Thanks, Asher. 75. Got a bit of dirt on it, so I'm going to let that one go. So I'll hold on to... So it might be alright. That might just come off. So I'll give that a little wipe with the side of the bag, see if that comes off. Jamie, love you. Yeah, g'day, how's it going? I appreciate that, thanks. Oh, a little bit of it came off. I'll put that aside. That probably will come off. So I've got a little sheet for those that have just sort of joined in. I've got a little sheet of things I'm looking for on these 2 cent coins. So looking for 68s and 69s. They're the low mintage years. And then all of the 70s, I'm running a little bit lower on stocks of all the 70s in good condition. And in the 80s, I'm running a little bit lower on stock of the 84s and 88s. And then coins from 1981 that have got the missing SD. I just sold one of those for $44 yesterday. And then these years can have the missing SD too. 68s, 67s, and 66s. The 68s are the rarer ones. So it's about $150 odd for those. So if I find a 68, I'll definitely be checking for a missing SD. Where are these from? These are Australian 2 cent coins. Yeah, so they minted these from 66 to 1989. So it says on the back of the coin here, Australian 1976 coin, this one here. I'll put that aside because it's in relatively good condition. Ooh, this one's in fairly nice condition. Got a bit of toning to it. See the different colours. Slightly see the different colours coming through there. That's pretty cool. 1980. Oh, I hope that mark comes off. Give a little wipe at the side of the bag. How to get a hold of these? Just from the bank. So if you're lucky, if you're really lucky, if you're at the bank and you ask and say, oh, I'm just wondering if you might have any 1 or 2 cent coins, they sometimes, if people bring them into the bank to cash them in, the bank takes them, and then once the bank's got a certain number, they send them off to the mint, and the mint destroys them, which is unfortunate for coin collectors. But if you're lucky, you can intercept them at the bank if you just happen to be there at the right time. So, and some banks, they won't allow them to go back out, but there's no laws against them handing them back out for face value. So I got all these coins at face value. So I just paid 2 cents for each one of these coins. I'm going to put that aside. It's just in good condition, that 82. Aren't these $2? No, just 2 cents. 84. It's got a bit of dirt across the top. And that stuff, that can spread across the coin. So I'll put it back in there, but I actually should be putting that aside. I usually separate coins that are dirty into separate piles. So I don't know if I'll worry about that just now. I won't worry about it just now. I'll just focus on the dates. Hi, Mike. Hope all is well. Yeah, going well. The other day wasn't too flash. Actually ended up in hospital the other day, so that's why I didn't know live yesterday. But all right, it's all good. Back on board, and hopefully everything's all right from now on. Did you see the new 50 cent coming out in the news today? Yeah, I did see a little video on TikTok, so that looks cool. Yeah, looking forward to that. I should get onto those things. Like, people buy them straight from the mint, but I haven't actually done that sort of stuff, and I should, because yeah, like some of those coins can end up being worth a lot of money down the track. So yeah, who's going to jump on board and grab one of those coins, or who's already snagged one? I don't know if you can already pre-order them, or it's a 50 cent coin I'm talking about. 78, yeah, I'll put that aside. It's not too bad a condition. 75. This coin is amazing. Yeah, the Australian 2 cent coins. And it's got a frilled neck lizard on here, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's cool with the Australian coins. Got all the good wildlife on there, like the 1 cent coins. I'll go through them another time, but there's one of them in the bag just here. That's a 1 cent coin. It's got the feathertail glider. Yes, that's on the Australian 1 cent coin, but I'll do that on another search. The 1 cent coins. These 81s, look for the the missing SD. So down here, there's a little SD down there. Sometimes it's missing on the 81s, and I just sold one for $44 yesterday. So some people are interested in those sorts of things. 76. Got a few spots of dirt. I'll let it go. Sorry if I don't see your questions or comments. I'm sort of concentrating fairly heavily on the coins today, but I'll just have a look at a few now. Where do you get them from? You can sometimes, if you're really lucky, you can pick these up from the bank. So the banks might have them in, like some people who bring them into the bank and cash them in. The bank take them and pay face value or give face value to the customer, and then the banks at a certain point in time, they'll send them off to the mint and they get destroyed. But if you're lucky, if you intercept them, like the bank might still have them holding on to them until they send them off. You might be lucky to sort of intercept them there. And sometimes the banks won't allow them to go back out into circulation, but other times they do. So just explain you're a coin collector, and they might let them go back out. Are these expensive? Some of these can be expensive. So Hannah, that's your question there. So some of the prices on the 68s, the 1968 2 cent coins, $6 to $60. I just checked the prices on eBay. Up to $60 in really good condition. A 1968 coin, and the 1969s $8 to $29. As some recent selling prices on those too. So it's actually the 69s. The 1969s is the lowest mintage coin, so that one should be the most expensive. But it's more about the condition of the coin, like how good a condition. If a coin's in really good condition, that's what really drags the big prices. So that 1968 must have been in really good condition. What's the most you've Madras? I'm not sure what I've maybe made. I'm not sure. Like, what's the most you've made from what? From a 2 cent coins or from coin searching? I'm not sure. It's specifically what you're sort of after. It'd be good to find out what the secret code on the new 50 cents is. Oh, okay, yeah, because it's got like some sort of code, hasn't it? Ooh, I wonder what's happened on this. Is it like a bit of glue, like a snail's hung out on that coin? What year is that? In 73, is it? 66. What's the made you've most you've made on any coin, and what was it? A wavy baseline 20-cent coin. Oh, I appreciate the gifts there. Thanks, Nelly. Yeah, wavy baseline 20-cent coin. I've sold one of those for $300, and I've found two of them. I sold them both for $300, but once again, in good condition, they can fetch up. They can get right up there into the thousands of dollars. Those wavy baseline 20-cent coins. If it were to deposit 2-cent coins, would I get face value? If you went to the bank and you put these in the bank, yeah, you get 2 cents for each one of them. But some of them can be worth a lot more than just 2 cents. And coin collectors, like, you can sell them in bulk on eBay as well, to people, coin collectors all over the country, and also people who do crafts. There's heaps of people who make like little coffee tables and all sorts of things with copper coins, like 2-cent coins or 1-cent coins. So people will pay pretty good money in bulk for your coins, even if they're in rubbish condition, like even condition like this. I usually separate all the dirty coins like this into a different pile, and I'll sell them in bulk like this, so people know exactly what they're getting. And then I'll separate the better condition ones with no sort of dirt on them, or green, stuff like that, and I'll sell those in bulk to people too. So a few different things you can do. Oh, that 81, I just checked to see if it's got a missing SD. No, it has the SD. But I thought it wasn't accepted as currency now. It's not. It's not sort of accepted in shops and things like that. Although it's still legal tender. Like, I think it officially, it probably still is legal tender, but most businesses won't recognise it. But in banks, yeah, you can take these back to the bank, and they give you the what it's valued at. So if you've got 4 cents, they'll give you 4 cents for it. I'd love an 84. I'm tipping that might be your birth year there, Jamie. Yeah, 84s is what I'm after, actually. Some 84s. I'm running a little bit lower on my stocks of the 84s, so hopefully I'll find some as well. 83, that was close. 95, okay. Why the 84 then? What's the 84 significance for you? Oh, 89, that's the last year they made these for circulation. Pretty good condition. So I'll put that aside just because it's in good nick. Ooh, a 67, the second year that they produced these for circulation. Check for the missing SD. And when I say that, I'm looking down here on the coin. There's a little SD there. And I'll show you under a little digital, oh, not a digital microscope, but try and get it lined up there. So down here, you're looking down here on the coin. There's a little SD down here, Stuart Devlin. So, yeah. It's in pretty good nick. Oh, I'll let it go. I have an 84, says Marlon. I'll buy that 89. I think I might even have some for sale, maybe on eBay. So if you looked up on eBay, I think I might even have an 84 in really good condition too, already for sale. Thanks for showing us where everything is. No worries. Yeah. It's where I'm sort of looking on the coin, so I might as well share it with people so they know what. If they've got any 2-cent coins to look as well. Jason, can you still get these? If you're lucky, if you're really lucky, if you go to different banks and just ask the question and say, hi, I do a bit of coin collecting. I'm just wondering if you have any of the older coins, like the 1 and 2 cent coins. So just ask like that. And sometimes they'll say, yes, we actually do have some. Yeah, and they'll allow you to buy them at face value back out. Well, some of the banks will. Some of the banks won't. They'll say, no, we can't allow them to go back out. But there's no laws against it. I've spoken to the Mint about it, and they said, no, there's no laws against it. The banks can send them back out. I've actually even spoken to the CEOs of the banks, and they've said, yeah, and they've helped me out actually, sort of trying to get a hold of some. So it's not like the banks have got anything against it, although some of the banks do have policies sort of against it. Although, yeah, just about every bank that bank type have allowed these coins to go back out, but some branches don't allow it. Find a secret, yeah. 5 cents profit. Car parking stories. I'm not sure what you mean. 5 cents profit. I'm not sure what the question really is, or if it's a question or if it's just a statement. Every time I have a coin, I now find myself checking it for rotations, extra metal, etc. Nice stuff. Jake, Canada here. I don't know anything about coins, but I find these cool. Thanks for making these. Hey, no worries, Jake. Yeah, so these are for those people who are new on here, and these are Australian 2-cent coins. Now, we don't use these anymore in circulation. 1989 was the last year that these were produced for circulation. But if you're lucky, you might be able to get your hands on some. And as coin collectors, we like to collect all sorts of coins. So I've been lucky enough to get my hands on a fair few, and I'm just searching through them now for some of the rarer things. So, Jason, I think they're asking if the 5-cent is worth anything. Oh, some of the 5-cent coins can be worth a fair bit. Yeah, yep, for sure. So I've got coin lists for the cover 246 coins I've got listed across all the list at the moment. And that covers the 5-cent coins, 10-cent coins, 20-cent coins, 50-cent coins, dollar coins, and $2 coins. Yeah, that's through the link in my TikTok account. So if you want to know what coins to look for and the prices they can go for, like I've researched the recent selling prices on coins. So Matt, you got the website there for that coin? Yeah, cool. They shouldn't have been discontinued. They are so beautiful. Yeah, they are cool, aren't they, Isabel? Yeah, definitely. Appreciate you getting these lives posted on YouTube. Not always able to make it. Yeah, no worries, Brad. Yeah, unfortunately, I think when you can save this live on TikTok, and that's what I do. I save the live and put it over on my YouTube channel. But I think the quality that you can save it in isn't quite as good. So when you put it on the YouTube channel, it might be a little bit fuzzy. So but it's still good to be able to have that ability to do that. What 2-cent coins are worth the most? Some of the errors, so some of the ones that have got the missing SD down here, like I sold one yesterday, 1981, and I've created a little video. I'm going to post it on my TikTok account, so you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But this little SD down here, sometimes that's missing, and a couple of the years that you look for the missing SD, and it'll give you a rough idea on value. So I've got this little sheet here of just to remind myself of what to look for. So the 1966 with no SD, probably about $18. The 1967 with no SD, about $18 as well. The 1968s with no SD, that's a lower mintage year, so they're harder to find, about $150 odd. I sold one for about $145 not long ago, so definitely the 1968s. And the 1981s with the no SD, I just sold one yesterday for $44, so roughly around that $45 to $50 odd dollar mark there, about $150 and about $18 for those ones there. So yeah, and that's just that one error where you're looking for this little SD down here. Sometimes it's missing on those particular years. Best person on this app. Oh, thanks, appreciate that. 1981, this is in good nick. Now I'm going to check this one to see if it's got the missing SD. Now this is in really good condition. Now if this has got the missing SD, it'd be more than $50 just because of the condition of the coins. So oh, not missing. No. So looking down here, you can see it's got the SD. Stuart Devlin, the designer of the coin. So it's in good condition though. I might put it aside and put it in my 1981 coin bag. 78 in pretty good condition. I'll put that aside. Hey, and sometimes if you're lucky, you come across some foreign coins. And this is a Fijian 1985 2-cent coin. And there we go. Nice. Always love finding foreign coins, so that's cool. Put that one aside in a different spot because that's cool. When did they stop making 2-cent coins is a question there. 89. So this is the last year, this coin here, this is the last year they made the coins for circulation in Australia. 2-cent coins. And the 1-cent coins, 1990 was the last year for circulation. Car parking storing. Should I start collecting coins? That is totally up to you. It's an interesting hobby, but it's totally up to you if you're intrigued and want to start collecting. Yeah. Where can I sell my collection of coins? You can sell on eBay. You can sell on some Facebook groups. There's one called Australian Coins Banknotes Collectibles. And there's another one called Australian Specialty Coins Buy and Sell on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook myself, so I don't really know too much about the process there. And you can also sell, if you've got a collection, you don't know anything about it, and you're just like, oh, I don't know. Like, there's a company called Downey's Collectibles Auctions. You can send your coins to them, and they will value and grade all your coins, and they'll put them in their auctions. And roughly speaking, about 15% is their fee that they charge, and that's, you know, fairly similar to eBay's fees, really. So, and they take care of the whole process for you. So, if you don't really know too much about it, then that might be an option. So that's called Downey's Collectibles Auction. So just give them a call and have a chat to them about things. G'day, Riley. I appreciate the gift there. Thanks, Riley. JR Howe, hey, just wondering what the 20-cent 2013 Centenary of Canberra lightly circulated. I'll just check my list. I've just gone through and updated the lists. So the September list, for anyone who's got my lists, they'll be coming at some stage this month to you. Canberra, $1 to $11.50 are some recent prices on those Canberra coins. Oh, and can you make a video on everything to look for in coins? Oh, I can't make a video on everything to look for because the video would go for probably 4 hours. So I've got plenty of videos on my TikTok channel of all sorts of different things to look for. So that's sort of the idea of my channel. But I've also got coin lists of things to look for. So yeah, I've got all the lists through the link in my TikTok account of what to look for and the prices they can sell for. So that's why I've sort of created those lists too. What coin is this? This coin is an Australian 2-cent coin that we used here in Australia from 1966 to 1989. So it's got a frilled neck lizard on this side, and it's got Queen Elizabeth on that side of the coin. And this one is in 1981, and this one can have a little error. So I'll flip this one over and I'll check for that little error. So down here there's a little SD. Sometimes it's missing, and that's what you look for when it's missing, but that's got the SD there. So I'll let that one go. Do you know anything about notes? Yeah, I know a little bit about notes, the paper bank notes, mainly the paper bank notes, but yeah, also some of the polymer notes. I've got some banknote lists for the polymer notes, the ones that are in circulation, some of the rarer ones to look for. Yeah. Jake, how do coins miss some features sometimes, like the SD? Aren't they all produced the same? They are, but the thing that strikes the coin is called a die, and it strikes the coin, and it strikes millions of coins, just bang, 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 and it wears out over time. So sometimes little bits will wear down or break off and things like that, and that's where you can get these little bits of extra metal on the coin and features missing and things like that, because the die, just from striking so many coins, can break down. It just wears down. Yeah. Bro, is the JC 2021 $1 coin worth anything? I'll just check on my list. $1. Okay. Yeah, 2021. $5.60 to $31.50 is some recent prices on a 2021 $1 coin. From Mint Sets, it says on my list. So here we go, up to $31.50. Love to find a 1968 or 1969, even better. 69 is the lowest mintage. So in 1969, they only produced 12.9 million in 1969. And that sounds like a fair bit, but that's the lowest mintage that they did for 2-cent coins. Just as a bit of reference, in 1966, they produced 429 million of these coins. So in that 1 year, 429 million. So 12.9 million is a lot less than that. And it's the lowest mintage year. Ooh, 1985. It's always a good year. 1985 on many denominations, but not. I've already got a fair few of those, so I'll let that one go. 67. We'll check this one for a missing SD. Can see it down there. Okay, Jay says, what do you do with all the coins you don't keep? So all these coins I'm dropping into here, what I usually do with the 2-cent coins, there's a number of different things you can do with them. And I've actually got a little guide on what to do with 1 and 2-cent coins and the different ways you can sell them. But all these ones I drop into here, I usually separate these into 2 different groups, all these bulk coins down here. So cleaner coins, so ones that are relatively clean, and other coins that are a bit dirty. So this one's got a bit of green on it. So like something like that, and it's all and other coins have got dirt on them. I'll put them in a different pile, and I'll sell them in bulk lots. So bulk lots of the green and dirty coins like this, and bulk lots of the cleaner coins that don't have any dirt on them. And coin collectors will buy them, and craft people will buy them to make coffee tables and all sorts of things. So you can list them on sites like eBay as bulk lots. So that's what I usually do. So any of these 1 and 2 cent coins, yeah, all of the coins I get in, I can sell them as bulk lots in clean, bulk lots in dirty, nice, good condition coins as single coins like this. Some of the rarer coins that have got errors on them, and also I also sell in sets. So I've made up some sets. I'll just zoom out a little bit so you can see. So this is a set of coins, one coin from each year. So a circulating set from 66 through to 1989. And yeah, so coin collectors generally like to have a coin from each year that they made for circulation. And I usually sell these sets between about $20 and $30 depending on the condition of the coins. I usually try to make sure the coins are good condition. But if they're in really good condition, yeah, up to even over $30 for a collection of those. So a few different things you can do. Jay, cool. When's the next $2 hunt? Oh, I don't know, actually. Not too sure. I haven't got any $2 coins at the moment. Need to get back to the bank and take some coins back and get some more coins out. So I don't know when the next, probably next week, truth be told. $81's got a bit of dirt on it, but I'll just check to see if it's got that missing SD. No, it's got the SD down there. Sorry, only just joined, but do you know much about the new 50 cents encrypted message? No, I think I saw a video. Is that the new 50 cent coin they're releasing, I think, today or something? Looks pretty cool, so I might have to get one at some stage. Thank you, sir. No worries, Brad. Tama, do you have any pages of coins we start to collect? Yeah, I do have coin lists through the link in my TikTok account. So if you go to my TikTok page, near the top there's an Australian flag, and just below the Australian flag there's a link. If you click on that link, it goes to my link tree, and the first link on my link tree is the coin lists. Now there is a small charge for it just because of the time it takes me to put it all together, and I research the recent selling prices of those coins each month, and I update the lists each month. So yes, that's where you can get those from. What coins are these? These are Australian 2 cent coins. So from 1966 to 1989, Australia used 2 cent coins and 1 cent coins. But so this is a 1976, but I'm looking for the rare ones at the moment. 1981. So I sold one of these yesterday for $44, and it had a missing SD. So this little feature down here, it's got a little SD. Sometimes it's missing on the 1981s, and I sold one yesterday for $44. Bit scratched up, that one. A bit before my time, yeah, probably. Very cool. Love popping into your live. Yeah, appreciate that, Kaz. 67. This can have a missing SD, but about $18 if that's missing on a 67. What ones are rare? The 1969s are the lowest mintage 2 cent coins, up to $29 one of those sold for recently. And then the 1968s is the second lowest mintage. And I checked the prices just before, and one of those sold for $60, so it was in really good condition. $60. 84, I think I do need some 84s. It's got a little bit of dirt over there. I don't know if that'll come off either. Might be just a bit of toning type. I'll give it a little wipe with the side of this bag, see if it comes off. I might hold on to it for now. To use a website to see the prices on the coins, I generally use eBay. Just look up eBay and filter the search to sold items, and it brings up a list of all of the sold coins under that search and what date they sold on, how much they sold for, and you can look at the pictures of the coins too to see the condition that they sold in. But also sometimes other auction sites as well I check out as well, but eBay is a good place to just quickly check prices. Have you seen the new ASD 50-cent coin? I have seen a little bit. Yeah, I saw a video on TikTok earlier today, so it looks pretty cool. What coins are these? These are Australian 2-cent coins. Got a frilled neck lizard on this side. And of course the Queen on the other side. What are you looking for? Looking for all sorts of things. Looking for mainly these things on my list up here. You might be able to see 68s, 69s, all of the 70s. I'm running a little bit lower on good condition 1970s coins. 84s, 88s, 1984s, 1988s. So I'm running a little bit low on stocks of those. And then you can get errors on some of the coins. So that's what I've got at the top here, the 66 no SD. So it's got a missing SD on the 66s, 67s, 68s, and 81s as well. I'm looking for those pretty much. That's what I'm searching for today. So this is an 81, and I was checking this one for a missing SD, and I'll show you where to look for. You look down here, right there. It's got an SD on it, this one. So this one I'll let go, but that's where you look. 67. Just checking. Is that in good enough condition? No, it's a little bit dirty. How do you get your hands on a bag of 2-cent coins? If you're really lucky, the banks might have some. Because what happens is people sometimes clean out their house and they might have a whole bunch of 2-cent coins and 1-cent coins, and you can take them to the bank and the bank will give you face value for them. And after a certain period of time, the bank sends them off to the mint. And the mint just destroys them and uses them for other coins, I think. But yeah, appreciate the gift there. Thank you. So if you're lucky, if you happen to be at the bank when they've still got them in their bank and they haven't sent them off to the mint, then they might allow them to be purchased back out at face value. So just pay what the coins are worth, and then you try and find the more expensive ones. Appreciate the gifts there. Thank you, Marlon. That's kind of you. Thank you. 66. Do you have a 9-to-5 job or just noodle for a living? I don't noodle for a living, but I'm involved in a few different things, but I won't sort of go into it just now. But yeah, not a 9-to-5 sort of setup, no, because I'd be working right now if I was in a regular 9-to-5 setup. 84, I need a few 84s, so put that aside. What are they worth with the misprints? Yeah, good question. So the 66s and 67s about $18. The 68s about $150 odd, and the 81s about $50 odd. So I sold one for 44 yesterday, an 81. But yeah, I do have a 1 and 2 cent sort of guide with prices and how to go about selling them and things like that. Some prices and stuff like that. So through the link in my TikTok account. $79, not too bad a condition. I'm making a pile of 70s coins in better condition. How often do you find them? Well, I'm not overly active in always asking the banks and stuff like that, but every now and then I do special trips out to try and find them. I've got tons of them. I've got heaps of these coins at the moment. Like I've got bags and bags and bags and bags of them. So I'll probably do some more of these searches just out of interest sakes in the next little while, because yeah, I've sold a few recently and I've got so many to go through that might as well do some lives like this, and then I don't have to do as many trips back to the bank with all of the circulating coins, because I've got tons of these. Which coins do you generally make the most money on? Oh, I don't really know. I haven't really been focused on selling as much lately. Yeah, I haven't needed to, so I'm more just holding on to coins, really. Yeah. Where's the SD on the 83s? The SD is on the same location on all the coins, so it's down here below the frilled neck lizard between the two claws. So this claw here and that one there. Let's see that little SD there. So that's the SD. That's where it's supposed to be on all of the 2-cent coins. There was no SD on that 83. That's an 83 there. Is that the one you're talking about? Because there's an SD on that one. Unless there was another coin. It might have been another coin you're talking about. All right. Yeah, there could be. Yeah, I probably could go back through the bag and have a look. So, thanks for the heads up, Shania. Would you be interested in 966 20-cent wavy? I generally don't buy coins. I like to find the coins I'm looking for. So, yeah. But no, I appreciate the offer. I'd love to have another one day, but I'd probably more appreciate finding another one. I've been lucky to find 2 of them. And unfortunately for me, I've sold both of them. If I'd known how hard they were to find, because it was pretty early on when I found them in my collecting days, and I thought I was going to find them semi-regularly, but it hasn't worked out that way. 78, 81. What's the SD mean? Is it just to verify it's Australian? No, it stands for Stuart Devlin, the designer of the coins. So the SD that's down here, Stuart Devlin designed a lot of Australian coins, and he designed this coin here. So this one could be a clipped error coin. See that there? See that side of the coin clipped? So that can be a minting error. But sometimes when it's clipped on that side, you get on the other side of the coin, you get this thing called a Blakesley effect, where you get a little bit of an indentation over here, and it doesn't have that, but it doesn't always do that. So this could be, yeah, that could be a minting error. Pity it's got a little bit of dirt on it there, but man, that's cool if it's a clipped coin. I'll check my errors coin book and just to confirm, but I'm pretty sure that is a clipped error, so that's cool. Nice. Gee, Michael, you have me looking at the date. Thought I travelled back in time. Yeah, that's right. Bit of time travelling, that's right. It's cool. It's cool to sort of go back in time a little bit. And I was looking through some coins. Actually, my uncle sort of passed on some coins for me to look at to give him a bit of an idea on the values of them and so on. So shout out to Uncle Bruce, awesome person. Yeah, and some of his coins, like back into the early 1900s, even late 1800s, I think. So it's just, life was different back then. The way people lived their lives and stuff like that, it makes you think. If you sort of take the time to sort of think about it, you go, geez, man, like what was happening in the early 1900s, like the World War was on, but the way people lived their lives was totally different. So when those coins were produced, life was very different. How much is the clipped error? Finished, but these clipped errors, what I tend to do with these sorts of things, I'll jump on sites like eBay and I'll look up error coins like this, clipped error coins, and see what things have been selling for. Now, I won't necessarily, it doesn't bother me if it's a 2-cent coin. It could be a 5-cent coin, a 20-cent coin, or a pre-decimal coin. But I'll be looking for the similar sort of clip, like the amount of clip that it has on some sold items, and then checking the prices on what that sort of clip might be selling for. And then that gives me a bit of an idea on, roughly what someone's willing to pay for a clip like that. So I'd probably research, because every clip is a different sort of, it's different how much it's been clipped. So it's, yeah. $71, not too bad a condition. Do need some 70s coins in good condition, so I'll put that aside in my little pile down here. Hi, how can I get Australian coins to collect? I'm in South Africa. Ooh, I don't really know. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I don't know about that one. You could maybe buy on eBay and people might send them overseas, but most people, yeah, but you might be able to do that. Most people usually just sell in the country that they're in, just because it's hard to calculate international postage costs and stuff like that. What is the round 50 cent worth currently? I have a 1980 with the Endeavour ship on it. Oh, the Endeavour ship. That's a New Zealand coin, that 1980 Endeavour one. But the round 50 cent coins from Australia from 1966, $12 to $28 for the Australian round cent coin. But that 50 cent coin you've mentioned there, that 1980, that would be a New Zealand 50 cent coin. I'm pretty sure. I was able to get a few chocolate freckles for a couple of cents. Yeah, good stuff. Get some mates and stuff like that at the shops, like the mate lollies with the chocolate on the outside. 66. Sorry, yes it is, yeah. Yeah, but sometimes those round New Zealand coins can go for a little bit too, so probably just check the prices on eBay. $75. I do need one in good, better condition. It's not too bad. I'll give a little wipe with the side of this, with this cloth here, just the side of the cloth. See if it comes up a little bit nicer. I'll let it go. Alright, I might... I've got this much to go in the bag, a bit hard to see, but I'll probably just finish this bag and then that'll be the live. Did you get the new $2 coin? Which is the new $2 coin? And probably not, no. Yeah, back when we had good corner stores, that's right, the milk bar. Go to the milk bar and get a mixed bag of mixed lollies. 74. Yeah, okay, I'll put that aside. 70. Where did you get the two from? These 2 cent coins? Got them from the bank. Did you get your order this morning, the 75th Peacekeepers? No, I haven't, no. $67, checking for large SD, missing SD, sorry. Bit hard to make out. I'll zoom right in. So you're looking down here. Oh, a bit hard to see there. Looking down here between the two claws, and there is something there. It's not a really well defined SD, but it is something there. So I like it when it's totally missing. Remember, it's a pretty high mint. Okay. Have you got any gold coins? I don't think so. No. Michael, will there be a live for the 1 cent coins? Yeah, I will. I'll do a live on 1 cent coins. I don't know exactly when, but yes, I will. I see so many people doing these lives now, but you are my favourite watcher. Oh, thanks for that, Lara. So, yeah, everyone's different. Everyone's unique and got a special way of sort of doing their own sort of personality and stuff like that. So yeah, it's cool. Different people doing it, and yeah. So it's, and I'm generally on in the middle of the day, whereas most people are on at night. Yeah. Can you find silver in Australian coins? Not as much on the circulating coins. I think the only Australian coin that's a currently circulating coin that's got silver in it is the 1966 round 50 cent coin, and I'll show you what that one looks like. It's this one here. So this one here is from 1966, 80% silver in that coin. So they're worth between $12 and $28 each at the moment, those round 50 cent coins. So but that's the only one that I can think of anyway. 67, check for a missing SD. I always watch when slacking off at work. Nice. I do need some 84s, but is it good enough for what I want it for? I just inherited a massive bag of these. Yeah, some of these can be worth a fair amount of money. So it's good to know. I do have a little package, 1 and 2 cent coin package. It's information. I think it's about $9, or yeah, I think it's about $9. I think I got it for sale for on how you can sort of what to look for and what prices you can usually sort of achieve for different things and stuff like that if you're looking at selling them and to get the most out of it. $81, check for a missing SD. Another 81, check for a missing SD. So for those people who are filling you onto the live, you look down here. Yeah, appreciate the cake there. Thanks for that, Silky. Little SD here stands for Stuart Devlin. Sometimes it's missing on the 1981s. I sold one of these just yesterday for $44. So a 1981 2-cent coin with that missing SD, bit of an error. 66s can have the missing SD as well. About $18 they can sell for. Is the Anzac $5 coin of any value? Yeah, a little bit more than face value. Yeah, I like those. Is that the one with Simpson in his donkey from 1990? Yeah, I don't know exact prices on those, but I reckon it's a cool coin. So, yeah, Annie. 66. $81. Oh, it's got the SD. Oh, this one's got a bit of damage on it. 66. Is a misprint $100 note worth much? Depends what the misprint is and how significant it is, the condition of the note as well. Then just trying to find the right buyer who wants that sort of thing too. Do you remember the smell of the 1 cent and 2 cent had real metallic? Okay. 84. I do need some 84s, so I might hold on to that one. What year was the 50-cent coin with the silver? 1966 50-cent coin. And it's the only 50-cent coin that was round. So I'll put it back on my desk over the other side, but 1966 50-cent coin. All right, that's my bag. That's my bag finished. So what I've put aside after that search, I've put aside a few 1970 coins that I need for my collection. Some 1984 coins I need in fairly good condition. Put aside some other coins here that are in better condition, like these are nice coppery looking coins here. Why have I got this one aside? Maybe it's got a bit of toning on it. 1982 with a bit of toning. That's cool. And then a couple of other things. I found a foreign coin. Try and get the right focus. Here we go. That's a Fijian 2-cent coin from 1985. I think that is there. And then a bit of an error coins with a bit of a clip, minting error clip on there. So that edge has been clipped off. So I'll check this out because, you know, sometimes you can get things that are damaged in public, but that to me sort of looks like a minting error clip on the coin. So they're probably a genuine minting error, that one there. So that's pretty cool. So there you go. All right, I'll check a few comments, then I might sort of wrap things up. That's unfortunate. I find Canadian silver all the time. Cool. So you said you got these from the bank? Yep. But only some banks. It's only if you're really lucky, because what happens is people will go through their house every now and then and they'll find all these like bags of coins, or what they'll have coins and they'll go, what are we going to do with these 1 and 2 cent coins? And you can take them back to the bank and the bank will give you face value for the coins. And then what the bank does, the bank usually holds on to them until they've got a certain number of them, a certain amount, dollar amount, maybe $20 or something like that. And then they'll send them off to the mint. And then they send them off to the mint and the mint destroys them or reuses them for other coins and so on. So if you're lucky, if you happen to go to a bank when they've got some of these coins in stocks and people have brought them in and they haven't sent them off yet, then they might let you buy them back off them back out into the public. So yeah, just pay face value for them. So yeah, but you've got to be lucky, I suppose, to be there at the right time, or just go around to heaps of different banks and just try your luck at different banks. Yeah. Thanks for the live. No worries, Isabella. Hope you have a great day, and hopefully everyone has a great day. So yeah, and probably back on with another live tomorrow. I might continue on with the 2 cent coins, maybe even some 1 cent coins. So yeah, if you're around tomorrow on floating around on TikTok, you might catch my live then. But yeah, and I'll probably release the video tonight on the 1981 2 cent coin that I just sold yesterday. So yeah, check out that video probably tonight. Cool. All right, have a good one, everyone. We'll catch you later.